working for a mission from British Museum. I knew, of course, that there was a dam built on the Nile, but I did not understand the magnitude of the project, as we do have a lot of hydroelectric projects in Norway, but they have hardly ever affected any people. It's in the mountains and it provides clean energy. The situation on the Nile is, of course, completely different. Huge area of agricultural land is flooded with a lot of evaporation, which is unnecessary and should be avoided in a dry climate as the Sudan and as in Egypt, since water is very precious. And then you have the affected people. No one had told me anything that there would be people in the areas where we were going. And I very soon started to read what I could find about the Merah Dam project. And shortly after I came back from Sudan, met Ali at the Sudan Studies Conference that was organized in 2006 in my hometown, Bergen in Norway, which is one of the central centers for studying Sudan in Europe. So I went back with the mission from the British Museum the next year in 2007, but the mission was then kicked out by the Manasir. They didn't want archaeologists there anymore because they saw them as supporting the cause of the government in building the dam. And this I fully agreed with. I think, and the reason I went back was mainly to see how the people are living. So I went back on my own on 2 other occasions and stayed both times for a month on Derry, which is an island that is completely flooded by the Merah Dam. The reason was that I wanted to see and experience the life that the people had before these societies would become destroyed, as their land would be flooded and the people would be dispersed. The case of the people that I know in Dirby is that some people stayed behind and are now living on the fringe of the dam reservoir, while others are fighting for a new life in Mukabra, and still others, of course, escape to Khartoum or other big cities to try to find work there. Being now a mother of 2 children, I cannot imagine how hard it is for some of my friends that also have given birth to children outside of their villages on the barren land next to this reservoir, without the infrastructure that, after all, was there before. So this is something I would wish to return to see how they are coping, both the ones in Mukavrab and also the ones next to the lake, but this will have to be in the future. And I would very much like to write both of my experiences in Dar el Manasir and how people are managing now. I think Ali's book is very, very important, especially since one of its aims are to empower people. Because more dams are planned on the Nile, and these will affect the people, they will affect the environment, and they will affect the antiquities that are there. All of these damages are irreversible. You can, if you have built the dam, it's very difficult to reverse this development. And I really hope that your book will contribute in stopping the other dams that are being planned on the Nile in Sudan. Yes, I don't know if I should say so much more.
Well, thank you very much.
الآن حيتحدث لنا الدكتور منصور العجب، فأهلا وسهلا.